Well, it's a good thing that today is a Wednesday, because otherwise, if it was a Monday, we'd just crawl back under the covers and go to sleep for a little bit. A cloudy, rainy, raw day is in store for us. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still here. I am tracking the rainy and raw conditions that we're going to be experiencing for our day today. Cold temperatures and periods of rain. Not 100% all the time. Everywhere is going to be seeing the rain, but we're going to be getting these periods of rain throughout the day today. Now, the rain has come down heavy overnight tonight and will gradually taper off from west to east and get the clouds out of here for tomorrow. But still, in spite of the clearing, we're going to be dealing with chilly temperatures for the second half of this week and a very stormy weather pattern starting to shape up from now in through the end of the year. So that begs the question, what about that white Christmas? We'll have to see about that, but at least the potential is more there this year than it was last year. All right, as far as rainfall is concerned, we can definitely use the rain. We've been looking at a pretty good rainfall deficit now, about 2 1/3 inches for the year. We should add at least an inch, or cut an inch, I guess I should say, to that deficit as we go on through tonight and through tomorrow and get us back above normal for the month of December. Rainfall through about 8 o'clock this morning. It's been on the light side here, but notice Kenansville, which was under the band earlier this morning, already up to a ½ inch of rainfall. And again, we've got more coming our way. Temperatures, that's going to be the big deal for the day today. They're not really going to go anywhere. Upper 40s, low 50s, that's pretty much about it. And once the rain starts, we may actually drop temperatures a little bit for this afternoon and this evening, holding into the low to mid 40s for inland spots with the rain and windy conditions, especially along the coast. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Maybe about a 2 or 3 foot minor rise in the water levels, especially down East Carteret County, Outer Banks, Hyde County, and going in through the mouth of the Neuse River. And then through the day tomorrow, showers probably up until mid-morning along the beaches. Then we clear out from west to east in the afternoon. But in spite of the sunshine, still going to be windy and still going to be chilly as far as temperatures are concerned. You can see the bands of showers coming out of Georgia and South Carolina as this warm, moist flow is moving pretty much right out of the Gulf of Mexico, as we do have a developing storm system off the Florida coast. So there's storm system number 1 that we're going to be dealing with for the day today. Again, that rich feed of moisture coming right out of the Gulf of Mexico. There's a break in the center portion of the country. Then notice the cloud cover down the northern coast of California. That's the developments of our weekend storm system, as we do have a very broad trough in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere as far as the jet stream is concerned. And that's what is, one, giving us the chilly temperatures, but two, also giving us the rich feed of moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico. And that is part of the problem, that we've got warm, moist air flowing on the front side of the jet stream here as this upper level trough is coming through Texas and Louisiana. As that lifts northbound here, you'll notice it does take along a little bit of a negative tilt. So we're going to develop a storm system here that'll kind of come up and parallel our coast before it gets kicked out. It's a sharp cold shot that comes in behind it. Notice future track here shows by tomorrow afternoon, we've got kind of that bleeding northwesterly flow. So it is tapping into where the source region of the cold air is. And there is some excessively cold air bottled up across southern Canada and the northern United States, just waiting to come southbound. But there isn't any big storm showing up on the models for the next week or so that really gives us a direct discharge of Arctic air. It's more of kind of a little bleeding of the colder air coming in as these storm systems go by. Upper level ridge builds right back in here as we head on in through the weekend here. And notice by next week our winds are out of the southwesterly direction. Now, here's what future track is showing as we go into next week. Notice by Saturday, storm system comes down the west coast. A piece of it kind of ejects out, heads up towards the Great Lakes, and then we'll expect to see another piece come our way for the middle of next week here. So you'll notice, again, a broad trough across the United States, but no real buckling or phasing of the jet stream just yet. But what that basically does is that allows a weather pattern where, you know, every 3 to 4 days you've got a storm system coming out. One goes north, the next one's a little bit further to the south, the next one's a little bit further to the south of that, and we'll have to see if we can tap into some of that colder air as we head on into the holiday week coming up here. So, again, that's something we'll find out. Future track shows are set up here, flowing southwesterly winds at the jet stream level. Meanwhile, at the low levels here, high pressure centered across the Ohio Valley, that is bringing in the chilling northeasterly winds. So you've got cold air at the low levels, warm air above. That's an overrunning situation. And as a result, we've got the set up for rainfall here. Coupled with that, a wave of low pressure riding along the offshore front. That'll move out of here as we go through tonight and through the day tomorrow, and then eventually that high kind of flexes back in here with that colder air on tap. We'll see that in through the end of this week, and then we are going to be looking at eventually warmer air coming in. Once that high slides off the coast, we'll get return flow and warm things back up into the 60s for the weekend here. Storm system number 1 comes our way on Sunday. That one probably going by to our north. Just some showers is all we're really expecting out of that. Storm system number 2, that's the one for Tuesday and the Wednesday. That could be a little bit of a stronger storm, as we'll have to see how that phases. And again, that's a week away. You'll notice, though, definitely cooler temperatures on the front side of the the back side of the work week than as opposed to the front side of the weekend. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Tell. Have yourself a good Wednesday.